Let me take you back to 1998. Victoria Island, Lagos. I was a teenager, living in a mansion. Marble floors. Private drivers. A cook that made jollof so good, even angels would have asked for second plate. My father, a renowned surgeon. My mother ran one of the biggest fashion boutiques in Lekki. We had everything except empathy. Just outside our shiny kitchen was a tiny servant's quarters. That's where our gateman, Papa Sunday, lived with his wife and their son. His son's name? Ibuka. Quiet boy. Always barefoot. Always polite. He'd sweep the compound, wash my father's car, then disappear behind the zinc wall that separated our ward from his. My mother couldn't stand him. Tell that boy not to sit on our veranda, she'd say. He smells like hardship. And I never understood why. Because every time I saw him, he was helping someone. Carrying heavy groceries. Fetching water. Smiling like gratitude was stitched into his DNA. But I didn't really notice Ibuka, not until that Saturday. It was 2002. I was 17. He was 19. I was reading outside when, suddenly, my throat closed. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. I was having an asthma attack. The worst I'd ever had. I collapsed. The world blurred. People screamed. And then, Ibuka ran in. No hesitation. He carried me on his back, barefoot. Threw open the car door. Drove, with no license, straight to the nearest hospital. He saved my life. But that night, my father screamed at him. How dare you take my car? Are you mad? Ibuka bowed his head and said, I'm sorry, sir. But she would have died. My mother didn't thank him. She slapped him. And the next week, his father was fired. They packed up in the night. No goodbyes. No forwarding address. Just silence. 20 years passed. I became a banker. Moved to Port Harcourt. Got married. Had a child. Then, life happened. My marriage collapsed. I lost my job. I developed fibroids. And I slipped quietly into depression. I returned to Lagos, not to a mansion this time, but to my late mother's old house. Empty. Dusty. Hollow. I decided to have surgery for the fibroids. Everyone said the same thing. Go to Hopewell Specialist Clinic. They said the CEO was a mystery. Young. Brilliant. Private. I booked the procedure. The nurse asked, would you like to meet the consultant before your surgery? I said yes. The door opened. And Ibuka walked in. Not in rags. Not in slippers. In a tailored suit. Polished shoes. And a lapel pin that said, EAO, Ibuka Anezi Okafo. We both froze. Chinoza. Ibuka. The world paused. Years of silence melted in that moment. He sat down. I started to cry. I thought you disappeared. He smiled. I didn't disappear. I just built. He told me his story. After they were kicked out, his family moved to a church compound in Mushin. He kept washing cars. Started tutoring kids in math. A pastor's wife noticed him. Paid his WAC fees. He passed. Got a scholarship to UNN. Studied medicine. Graduated top of his class. Got another scholarship, went to South Africa. He came back. Started his clinic in Oja, with 50,000 Nigerian nairas and one mattress. Today, he owns 4 clinics. Employs over 120 medical staff. And once again, he saved me. This time, legally. After the surgery, he refused to charge me. I argued. He said, "You once gave me books when everyone else gave me insults." I didn't remember. But he did. "You gave me your old copy of Purple Hibiscus and said, 'Your brain is too big to waste sweeping.'" That one sentence stayed with me forever. Today, we are friends. Real friends. He now sponsors my NGO for underprivileged women. And last month, at a business conference, someone asked him, "Who inspired you the most?" He pointed at me and said, "The girl who gave me a book instead of a broom." So if you remember nothing else from my story, remember this. Sometimes, the people the world throws away are the very ones God raises to save those who once looked down on them. From gate boy to gate opener. From house help to hospital hero. From insulted to influential. Thank you.